And when it's sown, it's sown. And when it's sown, it's sown. So when I was in the Navy, I met a guy who had like the most interesting face on the planet. Like he had this face that was like he had like Parkinson's or something. Like his face was completely blank. Like he had multiple sclerosis or some neurological disorder where his face was just like showed no expression at all, not even the slightest, right? But he had this skull, like the shape of his forehead was like this angry looking like forehead, like it was big and angry looking, like he was scowling all the time. So people just wrote him off like, oh my God, this guy's just he's one of those slow people. Like he's retarded, but he can still function. Like that's what they were trying to say, and I'd hear people say that about him, right? But actually, if you actually get to know this guy, if you really get to know this guy, he's not retarded. Like he's completely normal, right? Which is a tragedy, you know. Um, so that was a tragedy. But there was this thing that, he would do that nobody else could do. And he came up with and he started a story that is now known as the miracle on USS Abraham Lincoln. All right. So when I was in the Navy, right, I had to crank. And cranking was basically working in the cafeteria on the ship. They call it a galley. And you pretty much you serve everybody, you help wash dishes, you help break down the boxes and clean up and just do, little stuff, what I'm saying, which was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. But you didn't really want to do that unless you had a job like mine, which sucks. So you'd rather be down there doing that, right? Um, you just help do that even though it's not your job. Everybody has to do it 3 months out of their first 4 years, and that's that. So me and this guy, we ended up cranking at the same time. Now, mind you, um, after we're done cranking, right? I see this guy like he's standing out in front of the galley. We're done. Like we're done with 3 months or whatever. I just happen to see him, right? And he's talking to his friend, like some guy he knew from his work center, and that guy's introducing him to this new guy, and clearly he was trying to, tell him that, this guy's cool, he should hang out with us, It was like one of those type of things. And our hero, which is his name is Dan, we're just gonna call him that. Um, he was accepting of this guy, but of course, as fate would have it, we all have those moments where we're judged before anybody knows us, and Dan was no different. He was just like the new guy that was looking at him weird as hell. Like he was trying to be introduced, like they were trying to introduce him, but this guy's face is just completely glossed over. His eyes are glossy, and he's just staring at this guy's face. Like I said, it's the most interesting face in the world. So of course he was staring at this guy's face, right? So Dan, he does the coolest thing you can do because Dan is cool and he's our hero. He was like, "Yo, you know what? You're gonna hate me," and that throws everybody for a loop. They're like, "What the fuck?" He's like, "You're gonna fucking hate me. Everybody hates me. Like everybody hates me when they first meet me, and then eventually, they start liking me, and I don't know what it is. Like they start loving me, even though." They hate me at first. Even when I was working here in the galley, everybody hated me, and then they start liking me. It's like the weirdest thing, and that's what's gonna happen. Like I'm telling you, like trust me, dude. You're gonna hate me, but then you're gonna love me. Like trust me. Cool shit. That was like the cool shit. That was some real game. That was next level type of shit, right? So I started thinking everything he's saying is fucking true. Like when we were working in the galley, everybody did hate him when we first got there. Everybody hated this guy. And it was a big deal that he was there. And eventually everybody started liking him. Everybody started loving this guy like he was cool, but it wasn't even like a condescending thing, you know. People started realizing that he's normal, and they weren't like treating him in a condescending way. It was just like he was cool, and people would say that. So I even said that shit. Like I was like, "Yo, this guy, I like this guy. This guy's cool." You know what I mean? So anyway, how did he do it? Which is really important, right? This is how he did it. This is how he initiated the miracle on the USS Abraham Lincoln. Because you gotta understand, the Navy is not the place to look like there's something wrong with you. Because everybody's stressed out and they really don't give a fuck. They don't care, bro. They don't care about what happened to you. You know, like he was probably just come from like a bad family or bad background, and it just kind of happened to him. You know, but people aren't trying to get to know you. It's the most Machiavellian society ever, dude. Like it beats any other place by far, bro. The stress just trickles down, and they just find somebody to kick and stomp. You know, it really sucks, dude. So he had no fucking chance, dude. Like people like him get kicked out. Like it's just a tragedy the way that it is. They don't get a chance. They eventually get kicked out, or they ask to leave because it's so hostile. They'll go to the the ship site and be like, "Oh, I'm about to kill myself if I don't get off the ship," and then they'll get a medical discharge. You know, but they don't do their full term. You know, you know. So anyway, yeah. So how he would do it? He would just he'd be really fucking angry instead of going with or try to go against what it is. You know, like most people would be like, "Oh, I'm not angry. You know, look at me smile. Look at me do everything nice or whatever. I'm being so nice." They're like a dog, you know, bringing a tennis ball to their master and looking up at them and wagging their tail and panting. You know, it's something that's in your DNA to do whatever you can to survive. But does that mean you're gonna actually survive? No. So he went the other way. He would go and just embrace the fact that he looks angry, and he'd make himself look even angrier. You know, and he'd just sit there and be mad, just fucking pissed, bro. Anybody talking to him, he's not really looking at them in the eye. He's staring off in space, just angry scowl, this deep fucking scowl on his face, bro. And people would think the same thing I thought when I first met him, right? And here's the trick. I should think that this guy fucking hates me, right? And that's what all these people were thinking. At least that's what I think they were thinking. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking. But some people actually said that, but some people, you know, didn't say it, but I feel like that's what they were thinking. So while this would go on, they would ask him, or occasionally like a moment would come up where he'd have to work, and somebody would have to come to him and be like, you know, will you help me with this, or can you help me do this, or something like that. And he would be staring, you know, with the same scowl on his face, right? And then he would say, okay, you know, or something like that, right? And he'd go and fucking help these people, bro. And he flipped people, dude. And he even did that with me, you know. Um, the way that I felt, it was wonderful. It was heartwarming. You know, he was heartwarming, dude. Like the guy was just a heartwarming person, bro. Just by the fact that you think that he hates you, and then he turns around and shows you that he loves you, or he likes you, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And so while he's getting that treatment, hate to like, it's the same thing going on with you. Like you think he hates you, and then you know he likes you. You know, and then now you're like, oh, you know what? That guy isn't so bad. He's pretty cool. So he's going the other route, man. He's not directly being a nice guy. He's being, you know, kind of a dick, and then turning around, and he would turn around the whole work center. It was the miracle on the USS Abraham Lincoln. All right, and if you have any type of situation where you're being written off, or people think that you're fucking you have the resting bitch face, right? Try it, bro. Try it. And you gotta sit there and look like somebody really just shitted in your fucking oatmeal. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just like, fuck, dude, who shit in my fucking oatmeal? You know, like, you're angry, like your face is all puffy and puffed up around your eyebrows, and like you're an anime character, like you're Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z. Like, you're just like, who the fuck shit in my fucking oatmeal? Like, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, dude. And you tell them, dude. Make sure you tell all of them. You say, dude, I'm not even gonna get mad. Just fucking tell me who shit in my fucking oatmeal. You know what I mean? Who shit in my oatmeal? And you go with that look, right? You go with that fucking look, and then you win people over by surprising them with your niceness, right? You show them who you really are, and then you get your fucking miracle, right? You get your own fucking miracle, and this shit works, dude. I trust me. I've seen it, bro. It fucking works, dude. Um, that's all I got though. Peace. Oh wait, PS. Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe, dog. Like, make sure you subscribe. And also, I'm coming up with a fucking book, dude. I got a book coming, and it's called The Flow Within, dude. And it's so fucking deep, dude. It goes deeper than anything else you ever read in your life, and it'll change your life forever. And you're gonna become a way better person. Make sure you get that book, dude. And it'll be out in a few days. You feel me? Yeah. And also, I'm gonna be starting a Kickstarter or Indiegogo for those who want to contribute to my fund. So, because I'm trying to become a truck driver, right? I want to become a truck driver, and I don't want to wait and to stack all of my money. And I already got kind of set back with some of my money, dude. And I want to just be able to just study and just go to get the everything popping, like, as soon as I'm done studying. So if you guys want to help me with that, be on the lookout for my Kickstarter, which is going to be started pretty soon. Look in the description of this video, and throw some money on my books, man. Help me get to that. Most schools cost like $2,000 or maybe $2,500 or even $3,000, and I'm gonna hit that mark. I'm gonna pick out a specific school, and I want you guys to contribute. Help me get to that mark so I can go ahead and start making this bread and kind of change my life around. I don't like working with people like at a regular job. Like, I kind of want to work by myself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the best way to do it. If you guys can help out, please do so. And that's all I got. Peace.